I'm Mason Crosby. I'm a professional football player. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up for a field goal. It's very important, and this is one of the most important parts of the whole kick. If your setup is consistent every time, it's going to help you, immensely in the long run. So I have two pieces of tape here that I'm going to put at different points in my setup so that I can just repeat it over and over and take my steps and never have to really think about it once that big kick comes in an important situation. This is a great way to get started anytime you take the field before practice. Good way to just get a little routine in your steps and process. So for me, and I've kind of worked this through lots of different things. I was very raw as a young kid, as an early high school kid. But just kept practicing, taking my steps, feeling more comfortable. I take 3 steps back. I start with my left foot. So I go 1, 2, 3 back. And then I'll take a mark and I'll put it on the toe of my left foot. Then I get my line and I take 2 steps to the left. Then I'll get another mark and put it at the toe of my left foot. So ideally, I'm set up where I'm going to be before I start my approach. So I'll come back to the ball, and you want to just be able to do this over and over again. 1, 2, 3. That time I was a little quicker. My foot was back a little bit. So you just adjusted just a little bit, and you want to make sure you're very consistent. My steps wide are exactly where I want them to be, right behind that mark, consistent to where I was before. So this setup is a great drill and a great thing when you're getting started every day. You don't want to ever go out and be guessing if you're lined up right. Like, lining up is the key to a successful kick. If you line up right and you find your target line, which on the back of this is where you find your target. Kind of look down the ball through the uprights and find your spot. And that's where the back part of this setup is so important. And then you never want to get too wide or too narrow, and you're just right back to where you were going left. And at this point, you're set and ready to go and attack the ball. All right, for me, these steps are ideal. This is exactly how I practice, how I do it. Everyone has a little something different. It's like a golfer. I kind of refer myself to that anytime I'm thinking about my kicking game. Everyone has a different swing. Everyone has a different setup. And for me, it's 3 steps back, 2 over. For you, it might be 2 steps back, 2 over. It could be, 3 steps back, 1 big step over. The key is consistency. You want to be able to put your marks down, find your spot on both things, and consistently take your steps. That's the biggest, most important thing to your setup is make sure that you have them exactly how you want them, so you feel comfortable back there before anything else happens and you can go out there and make the kick. So in this video, you learned that routine, consistent steps are all a great and important part to the beginning of a kick. And all of that, before you do anything, will kind of just take your mind at ease, knowing that you're set up correctly for your approach. And that is the most important part of kicking, is making sure your mind feels right before you do anything. So have a right setup, take your 3 steps back, 2 over, find where you feel comfortable, and then you're all set. So I'm Mason Crosby, and thanks for watching my video. Hopefully your setup goes well.